All right, good morning and welcome to another episode of Every Day is Ukeday. Oh, I had a hard time sleeping last night. Actually, yesterday was good. Woke up early, did the video thing, went to the driving range, hit some golf balls, met a friend for lunch, and we had a few drinks. Got home and I took a nap. I think that was the problem. Took a nap from 3 to about 6, and I couldn't sleep watching Netflix till a little after 4 in the morning. But I'm still up. I did have to hit my snooze button one time today. But today, I have a good lesson plan for you guys. Basically what I want to do is review and everything that we've done so far. And I want to kind of like not really give you guys a test, but each exercise I gave you, I kind of want to go over that to see, so you know where you are. Like the 4-finger exercise, hopefully you guys can do it around this speed. Okay, so we're gonna do some of the exercises together, and if you're up to par and everything is good today, I think ready to move on into songs possibly, or maybe a little more difficult techniques. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start off with the 4-finger exercise. First of all, I'd like to thank, I noticed that we have some subscribers now, so I don't feel so alone in the morning. Although I'm not too sure what that means when you subscribe. I'm guessing maybe something like if I upload a video, you might get notified, possibly, something like that. But anyways, thank you for the support. And if there's anything you want to learn or any questions you have, please leave it in the comment box below, I think, and I'd be more than happy to try to teach whatever you guys are looking to learn. If not, I'm just going to continue with my lessons, and I know that the lessons I've been giving is more for people that have never really played before and they're just starting. But if I don't hear from you, I'm just going to continue with what I'm doing. Okay, so don't be shy, leave a comment, and I look forward to helping you out however I can. Okay, so 4-finger exercise. Okay, so we're gonna start off, don't forget, use the rest strokes, 4 fingers underneath, rest your thumb on the top, okay, and just a straight down stroke, down, 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 down. Okay, so let's try, we'll start off a little on the slower side, we'll get faster and faster. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. Pick, 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 backwards. Okay, hopefully you can keep up. Let's try a little faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so hopefully you guys can keep up. The main thing is that it's even and you're using the rest strokes, okay? But if you could get it to about this speed, that's where I would want you to be. Okay, one more time. do this, that's probably more difficult than doing something like this. Or maybe even something like this. So the 4-finger exercise is really good, even though you might feel like you're not learning anything because it's just an exercise. We are just training your fingers, okay? And the thing is, when you jump into a song too early and you don't have the basic fundamentals, it's going to take forever to learn a song. And if anything, to me, it gets a little discouraging, okay? So you work on these exercises first, okay? Build those muscles in your fingers and make sure you can move them individually. And then when we jump into a song, you're gonna say, hey, this is pretty simple. I think I can do this, right? And it's good. Okay, then you can enjoy the instrument a little more. Okay, so that's the 4-finger exercise. If you can't keep up with me, spend a little more time on it. Okay, and now we'll move on to the next exercise. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the notes per minute test. Okay, so you remember the different notes? C, E, G, A, B, F, E, A, C, B, F, G, B, E, A, G, A. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds. I got my stopwatch over here. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys 30 seconds to pick as many notes as you can. If you finish, go back to the beginning, okay? In 30 seconds, if you can do 60 notes, that's good. That's where I want you to be, maybe 2 notes per second. But as long as you can get at least 40 in 30 seconds, okay? So let's give it a shot. I'm just gonna say go, and then I'll say stop. Okay, so, and try saying the notes out loud. That'll help you remember the notes. C, E, G, A, B, F, E, A, C. Remember the underline? That means high C, but you know it, right? So instead of saying C, E, G, A, B, F, E, A, high C, B, F, G, B, I usually just say C, okay? You guys probably know, even though it's high C, you're saying C, okay? So let's try it, 30 seconds, ready, get set, go! Use rest strokes. Ten more seconds. Time. Okay, so if you couldn't finish this, then keep practicing it. Okay, that's your goal. Try for about 40 and 30 seconds. Okay, and if you could complete it and you start it all over and you reach 60 or more, that's great. Okay, and if you can get good at this, this little dot here is a rest. Okay, and I usually use these little lines to indicate that it's faster, or 8 notes, you know. But if you can follow the notes, E, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, E, rest, D, D. Okay? So if you're good at your notes, I bet you could just sight read this right now. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. E, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, E, rest, D, D. Okay? That's it. So if if you're doing like 20 or 30 notes in that 30 seconds, you might have a slightly harder time. Okay, but I just want you to see, you learned this? Simple, right? Okay, so let's move on to the next one. so now we're looking at chords. I didn't write out the chord charts because I'm hoping you guys have them memorized by now. C chord, G, A minor, and F. Okay. And same thing like the notes per minute test, but these are chords. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds instead of a minute. Your goal is to play all 30, so that's about 1 chord per second. Okay. Now it may sound fast, but it's pretty much about this speed. G, F, C, G, F, A minor, G, F, C, G. Okay, somewhere around there. Okay. Your goal is 30, but even 25, I guess that's still pretty good. Okay, so I purposely put in a lot of G chords because I figured that's probably the harder one for you guys, right? Okay, so let's go for it. Okay, so just one time, G, F, C, G, F, G, F, C, G, A, C. Okay, as fast as you can, 30 seconds. Ready, get set, go. 5 more seconds. And time. All right, so hopefully you guys did okay. And like I said, if not, figure out which chord it is that's giving you a hard time or the chord that's slowing you down. If it is G, which it probably would be in most cases, go back to that exercise, remember? C and G, back and forth. One time, over and over. C, G, C, G, C, G, F, G, F, G, F, G, A minor G, A minor G, A minor G. Okay? And give it time, okay? Don't rush. You know, some people will pick it up faster than others, but it's just a great exercise. And, you know, the thing about exercises is, you know, either you can do it or you can't. And you can always practice. And you know, I like exercises, or especially exercises like these, because you can see improvement. So even if you're only at, let's say, 10, so I give you 30 seconds, you make it through 10. You're like, oh, I'm not there yet. When you keep practicing, then you're gonna say, oh, I did 14, you know, today. Maybe tomorrow you're gonna try, you're gonna say, oh, I'm at 17. So you can actually see yourself getting better, which I think is really important, especially in the beginning. Because you have to remember, right? I mean, when I'm teaching a student and they've never played before, it is important for them to see their own, you know, see themselves progress and improve. Because if everything is just hard, you know, the first thing they're gonna say is, you know, the ukulele is not for me, you know. But ukulele is for everybody, you know. It's just some people now think that they're just gonna pick up an instrument and just play, you know. But it takes a little bit of effort. Okay, so anyway, so we got this. If you're not at least 25, you know, keep working on it. Try to get to 30. Okay, strum pattern. Remember, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so we're gonna try this. C, G, A minor, and F. Okay, 4 beats each. And we're using the down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay. And I want to teach you a little trick about this up right here. Okay, during that up, when we strum, we can use that up to open our fingers, open our hand, and give us more time to change. So in slow motion, right, if I'm going from the C chord, down, down, up, down, up. You see how I let the strings go? Okay, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, now actually, when you open your hands, you don't want to open it like this. You want to actually get ready for the next chord. So you're giving yourself a little bit more time. Down, down, up, down, up. You see how my fingers are like that? And then down, down, up, down, up. See, I'm getting ready for A minor. Down, down, up, down. This one, I don't need to, right? I don't need to get ready because I just have to add the finger there. Down, down. Okay, so down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, a little faster. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. One more time. So notice how if I were to strum that last up, that's fine too. I would just have to move faster. Okay, so down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. One more time. Down, down, up, down, down, up, okay. But I think it's okay. It's okay to leave the up open. I actually do that. I don't know if I do it out of habit, but I don't do it because I cannot change fast enough. It just feels natural. I don't even know if you can hear the difference. Okay, so let's try this. So we have the strum pattern here, C, G, A minor, F, and I wrote out this little melody here that's, it's just made up, so it's just a short little melody, but just so you can get the hang of strumming and picking. Okay, so I have the strumming on a loop. G, A minor. Okay, listen to the melody. E, F, G, C, E, F, G, B. Just repeat. Last one. Okay, so take a minute or 30 seconds and try the picking. Okay, E, F, G, C, high C, right? E, F, G, B, C, D, A, G, F, E, D, C. Okay, so try it. And this is pretty much what learning a song would be like. You know, when Jake and I get together, once in a while we'll play together, and you know, Jake might say, hey, I want you to learn this song, and I don't know, it's up to you. You're gonna tell me I want you to pick or I want you to strum. And first thing, right, learn the chords. If I'm gonna strum, you know, what kind of groove does he want? You know, I have to try to figure it out. And if I'm doing the strumming, that means Jake would probably play the melody or vice versa. Okay, so it's simple. Once you know the basics and you kind of understand how everything works and it makes sense to you, it's pretty simple. Okay, so we're actually getting somewhere. Okay, and let's try it. So it's up to you if you want to strum or pick. Okay, I'll pick since I have the strum. Okay, so 2, ready, strum. A minor. I'm sorry, G, A minor. F. Again, I'm coming on the next one. Okay, you want to pick? We're coming in right now. Here we go. Good. Now let's try this. So this will be our main melody. Okay, so this is our beginning and our end. And we'll do it 2 times. Okay, and in between, we're just gonna solo. Remember the exercise we did before in the key of C? We can just pick any random notes. Please, I'll demonstrate real quick. Okay, so I'll come in with the melody at the beginning 2 times. One more time. Okay, improvise. And back to the beginning. Okay, and we're gonna go to the end 2 times. And end on C. Okay, that's it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll let this play for a little bit and then you can try both parts, the strumming and picking. And the main thing is I want you to understand how, because of all the exercises that we did in the beginning, you know, I think if you guys could pass most of the tests, this should be not a problem for you guys. You guys should be able to understand it. Your fingers can move, you're comfortable picking, right? You can read your notes, you can improvise, you can solo. And we could do songs like this every single day. And I think you guys would have no problem with it. Okay, so if you do have a problem with this, please go back and practice the basics. Okay, but I'll run this for a little bit so you guys can practice. 1 minute maybe. Here we go, go ahead. Keep going, I'm gonna go get more coffee. I'll be right back. Sounds good. Alright, last one. Okay, so hopefully you guys can work on this, and I'm glad that. So I'm glad you guys are following along, and I think this is a very good place to be. I'm hoping that you guys can see how all these exercises and things we're putting them together, and now we're applying these exercises to songs, which I think is really, really important, because not only, you know, can you guys play, you know, but you guys actually understand what you're doing too. And that's something I feel like a lot of ukulele players are lacking, because they just kind of go on YouTube, they study the fingers, or they read the tabs. And not that, I mean, I have nothing against tablature, but growing up, you know, we use letter notes. And as you get more advanced, especially if you want to get into music theory and stuff, it really helps to know the names of the notes and the chords, you know, but that's later down the line. But I think if you want to get a little bit more advanced, especially if you want to get into songwriting or arranging your own music, I believe you should know what you're doing, okay? Not just put your finger here, put your finger here, put your finger here, okay? So I think it's good. We're off to a good start. And once again, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment below. Or if there's anything in particular you want to learn, I'd be more than happy to help if I can, however I can. All right, I think this is kind of a long video today, so sorry about that. I'll try to keep it shorter. But all right, you guys have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Aloha.